and your writing cheerleader. My name is Emily Jeffries. My pseudonym is Emily H. Jeffries, and I write young adult. I just released my debut novel in September called Furian's Fire. It is a young adult fantasy adventure, and I'm currently working on the second book in the Fate of Glademont trilogy. So I'm really happy to be on here with y'all. So I am agented by Julie Gwinn of the Seymour Agency, and she is so sweet and lovely. And my story with her and finding her is a long and winding one. I first pitched my book, which was at the time called The Forgotten Seer, in 2015 at a writer's workshop weekend. And she loved it and wanted to read it. Well, I didn't realize how far away I was from it being finished. And I was so certain that Julie was right for me that I didn't want to send her anything that I wasn't like super excited about and thought was 100% ready. So I actually took 2 years with it and pitching to other people and going to more workshops and improving it before 2 years later, I sent her my query. And her response to that one was, well, my fantasy is full right now, but good luck. And I, just because of all that I had learned in those 2 years, made sure to write back a very sweet reply that was like, thanks so much. And I did a little follow-up question, which was, what other conferences are you attending this year? I'm thinking about doing this one and this one. Thanks again. I look forward to supporting your authors that are writing in the fantasy genre, Emily. Well, I think that was really what caught her eye, and she said, you know what, re-query me in 6 months, which was really exciting. I went to another couple conferences, polished up the manuscript even more, and I did send her a new revised pitch 6 months later. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to re-query you. I think you'll find the text more polished and engaging. I'm also more than happy to provide a proposal, synopsis, chapter breakdown, or any other materials you may require. Okay, and so here is the query. 16-year-old Tess Canyon is mortified when Prince Lyndon calls off their wedding. In front of the entire dominion of Glademont, apparently an army led by a shape-shifting magician is fast approaching, and there's no time for wedding festivals with emergency militia to train. Frankly, Tess doesn't care about magicians or their nefarious plots. The prince has made her a fool. A rakish foreigner appears to soothe Tess's wounds, and in her bitterness she reveals Glademont's secret weapon to him. Her betrayal ignites the impending war, and Tess is forced to smuggle the weapon into the Hinge Forest, where wild animals have shunned the human kingdoms for centuries. While fighting to survive in a hostile wood, Tess learns the only way to save her home is to summon the fire of the secret weapon, a seer's fire. But even if she can wield the weapon and rescue her people, will they forgive her treason? The Forgotten Seer is the story of a girl whose need for adoration drives her to betray those whose love she yearns for the most. This YA fantasy adventure is complete at 97,000 words and should appeal to readers of Shannon Hale and Brian Jacques. By trade, I am a middle school teacher, but a handsome prince rescued me from the boy farts and parent-teacher conferences so that I can tend our castle and weave tales. My secret magical abilities are improv comedy, evading cardiovascular activity, and singing all of Les Mis from memory. Blessings on the cusp of autumn, Emily. So that is very wordy, I'm realizing as I read it out loud. And if you buy Furian's Fire and read the back copy, you'll see it's much more pared down. And you'll also notice that we changed the title. We also changed the name of the creature from Seer to Gem Dryad. So further edits were still to come. But Julie signed me. I didn't hear from her for 2 months, and it was an offer to sign. So a lot of patience involved there. Furian's Fire is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and every online bookseller you can think of, on ebook and paperback. I hope you'll give it a read and give it a review. And so anyway, I hope this was helpful. And I really thank you, Marissa, for having me on. I'm very active on Instagram, and I'd be happy to connect with you and follow you in your writing journey. And if you have any follow-up questions, probably Instagram is the best place to go. I also have a Facebook author page. Thanks again, and everyone have a lovely 2020.